Now you might be thinking, Jason, where's the figure? Well, look no further. In comes Tuna Head. Okay. So, welcome back to some more Hyperzilla. Greetings all you lovely people from the interweb. I did my intro flipped. At the time of this recording, I have just made the Ghidorah modification video. And there was, like, the desk was so squeaky throughout the video. It was really annoying. I've managed to fix that. It was like the back of my desk scraping against the metal, and like creating an awful sound, like an elephant dying on a plane. Anyway, I got this figure back in 2016 on my... 2016 was my 11th birthday. And it you know, it was it was marvelous. It was a marvelous figure. And it was one of my favourites, and he came with a missile. And, what's he called? I want to say Nick Van Owen, but it's not, that's Lost World. Is cameraman. He's the cameraman. I've not seen Zilla in ages. I've got the DVD. Not there. It's up there. It's under Rexy. I've got the DVD here. I need to go watch it. I've not watched a Godzilla film in about a month, and I normally watch like a Godzilla film a month, and I'm probably gonna go watch the anime trilogy again. Although really, I guess you can count the fan films, which then that means I watched 2 in January, because he had Louis Duran's amazing, in my opinion, not the best visual effects, but like the scenery and stuff was amazing. That's why it's like the best film Louis Duran's done. So it's like his Force of Nature Chapter 3. I believe Chapter 2 had Zilla, if I'm not correct, or was that like the cancelled version of Chapter 3? I believe it was like it was like when all that drama happened in mid 2017. I don't remember that. When like Nerfman and Lewis were arguing over something. I remember that because I watched both sides of the story. Obviously I like Louis Duran more. So anyway, this is the Zilla figure. I've done my ranting, and yeah, he's great. He's literally the best, in my opinion, the best and like most well articulated Zilla figure, and the most in scale Zilla figure, like that was released in the line, and plus he's the most accurate, I believe. Although you have that gigantic Zilla, that looks cool, which I believe is like an inch shorter than the new Godzilla. His grandpa's reading. Anyway, yeah, as you can see, 2017 More on Me decided to... in fact, it was 2016 when I painted this guy, and I regret it. And I spent 2.5 hours trying my best to scrub the paint out with a sponge. I had to use 3 sponges just to rub like 75% of it out. That's why it's like not on the stomach and stuff. His face were all covered in it. which, yeah, it's mostly out in the face. So you can see his eye again. I don't believe you can on this side. No, it's just slightly... That's not paint, by the way. That's just discoloration. But yeah, so it's... I'd say he's about... Like... Yeah, I'd say it's almost 12-inch from head to tail. I mean, if you straightened out the tail, it would probably be 12-inch. In fact, I forgot my size comparisons. Well, I mean, I already have one on the bed. Oh, wait, no. I will... You probably already know the guy I'm picking up. There we are. 3. Okay, so... first size comparison, we have the NECA Godzilla 1954, and oh, Zilla's fallen and he can't get up. As you can see, Godzilla's about 1.5 inches bigger. If I better angle that, it's about 1.5 inches bigger. As you can see there, and if you straightened out Zilla's tail, it would be much longer than that, so it'd be about 14 inches long, which is quite the length. So yeah, and everyone's like wanting a NECAZilla figure. I mean, so am I. I think everyone would want a NECAZilla. I mean, it's 21 years this year. But yeah, he has a gimmick which he would fire his missile out of, which my brother purposely lost. He also lost the camera guy in the same day as my birthday. Like, I believe he tossed it into next door's garden, into deep shrub, so I couldn't get it. But yeah, it's not meant to open that wide. It's meant to open that wide. And then over time, it's just gone to that. And yes, that's his hole for where his missile would be. So, like, you'd fire that and it would release. Because before then, it was like the flick. You had to flick them. Anyway, for his arms, they rotate like 360 and. That's the sound of stiffness. His legs are unfortunately really loose, so I can barely stand him. And yeah, because I mean, I don't want to gorilla glue his legs, otherwise he's just going to be like that. And so on occasion I'd straighten his legs. I mean, in fact, with his legs straightened, I believe he's bigger. And there is a hinge joint here and a hinge joint here, so that's already 1, 2. Oh yeah, and then you got the joint here, which is probably a peg. And yeah, it moves forward about that far and back about that far. Leg moves back about this far and forward about this far. Same with the other leg. The arm goes an entire 360, and then the sort of wrist goes 360. No head articulation, and then the tail rotates 360. And I believe at full height, is he bigger? He's as big. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot. Second size comparison. So move you. We have the modified King Ghidorah, which is going to be shorter, and I can't get him. In fact, no, right. Ghidorah's bigger by about a centimeter. Like it's his head. That's his like middle head that like brings up the height. That's the wrong figure. Honestly, Zilla, man. No, you want to get away from the review table. Probably mad at me because I should have moved this out of the way. I'm like, right, okay, here comes comparison number 3. Two American Godzillas. You have 2014 or 2019. See, that's gonna be everyone's habit now. Because it's a 2014, just with updated dorsal spines and a stubby tail, just because they wanted to be more Japanese Godzilla. And new toys. Yeah, he's about a third of his height. So, yeah, you're right. He's an okay size. I'd say it's good for Zilla, but I mean, in the film, he'd be bigger. I believe if he stood upright, I believe he'd be 70 meters. But when he's like hunched down, which he is like 90% of the movie, and he hunches down like this. But I mean, Zilla doesn't stand like that because he can't stand like that, so he's got to stand upright, which I like more because I like. Oh, he was. I guess this guy's suit's being upright, even though it's just normal just to see him like this. Anyway, for some reason the guy probably broke off his dorsal spines. I didn't do that though. They already came like that, and then I got a TrendMasters Little Godzilla and stuff. So yeah, that's it for the review. For the rating, I'd say it's the best Zilla figure you can get. I don't know how much my dad got this for, but yeah, it's the best Zilla figure you can get. Find one for a reasonable price and buy it, because he goes well with your Godzilla. And you know, I mean, you can't have a collection without a Zilla. You gotta at least have one. And for Zilla, I mean, I have 2 Zillas. I actually have a Zilla puppet, which I'll probably review. He used to have lights and sounds, but that kind of got torn off. So yeah, and it was also the first Godzilla figure I got, and I've still got it to this day, 6 years ago. So yeah, I give this guy a 7.3 out of 10. In fact, no, a 6.5 out of 10, just because it's Zilla. And I'm not dissing on him because it's over 5. If it's over 5, that means he's a good figure. If it's over 7.5, it means he's a splendid figure. I gave this guy 7.5. I believe I gave the 2019 it was almost an 8. But yeah, overall, this figure's great. And if you can find one, pick it up. He's also quite the a rare find, I believe. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like and don't forget to subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.